for the Texans. 55 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals have recovered it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Third and 4. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now running right through it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 9-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Now let's go. Green, gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
They'll look to set up his blockers. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored a point,
and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get... They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll power his way up near the 25. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just shutting him off there. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And some space here. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st.
Here we go.
Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Blue! Leopard! All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll drop to throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go. Green, watch it now, Barney.
They run the counter now on first down. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now they try the right side here, and he'll be knocked down sideways. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Now this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed with a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on third. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Texans on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Texans on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard. Line. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Let's go!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw here. That's complete to John Ross. And I think the ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Texans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He can't get him down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Second down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
And man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, here we go. Back to the check.
They'll run here with Mixon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got Shockey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The toss play to Mixon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19. No. Check. Watching this body. Green 39.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Lux's kick is good. And that will tie us at 24 all. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Green 39. No. Check. Patrick. Leopard. Let's get you now, Barney.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Here we go.
Third and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that will make this a 4-point game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Richards. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run the counter now on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run. Try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a handoff looking right. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. And he will find his man on the outside. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Escaping the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Whistles in a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they try the right side here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Forced out to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Charles, you think back to some of the great OT games in postseason history. There have been a lot of them. I think in January 2016, Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers, but the Cardinals were able to survive that game.
Yeah, you need a Larry Fitzgerald, which the Cardinals had, to trump an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, and they did so. But let's go back. 1982. Okay, don't say it. I know I'm the old guy here. But San Diego at Miami, one of the classic NFL games that was finally decided.